Sometimes you get second in the show.
Yeah, come on.
You can feel second place in life. And I don't want that kind of pain. Sweet, huh? They call it the draw microwave. Shit's from the future, yo. So this is actually my carb cycling. I do 3 days low at 50 grams. Then I do 1 day at 1,600 grams. Pour this in. And you gotta stand here for about a minute just doing this. Cream of rice is primarily gonna be our refeed and our filling out carbohydrate of choice when we get to Columbus, Ohio. So we wanna do a little trial run 4 weeks out and see how my body reacts. I'm in love with competing. I just know where my body's at. The last time I competed at the men's physique and Mr. Olympia, I got second and I weighed 179 pounds on stage. Now I weigh 218 pounds and I filled out in all the right places I need to be fuller on. Prep has been totally different. I took a 14-month layover from the stage, so I went back to being a normal civilian, eating 2 or 3 meals a day. Really slowed down my metabolism. So the beginning of prep was so hard just to get to 5, 6 meals, you know? So it's been difficult, it has its challenges, but I'm there now. Damn, dude, this is a lot of fucking food. Leading up to a show, your life goes on pause for 4 months. You are not doing anything except eating, sleeping, training, and eating. You're not hanging out with your family. You're not hanging out with your friends. Everything goes on pause. So obviously when you dedicate a lot, when you invest a lot, there is anxiety that kicks in. Whoever says they like diet food is a liar. Like, do I enjoy like egg whites? Like, yeah. Do I enjoy like some grilled chicken? Yeah, but when you're eating this stuff for 14 weeks and 6 times a day, you don't want it anymore, man. This chicken actually looks pretty nasty. So I'm gonna skip out on a chicken because it doesn't actually look that great. I eat with my eyes, you know, visually. Like I like to pick my meats, you know, same thing. Like you want to pick like the best fruit, you know, out of the batch, you know, and if I don't like the way something looks, I just won't buy it, I won't eat it. Yeah, just broccoli. So I'm gonna show you guys another convenient thing. Like not only do I do this with my broccoli, but I usually do this with my rice as well. So, you know, we don't always have like 20, 30 minutes to like cook food fresh. The microwave is a lot more convenient. 90 seconds in the microwave, it comes out amazing. The last 6 years where I learned about competing is that the longer you do it, it gets easier, but it's still tough. I struggle just like a beginner struggles. You gotta learn how to cook. You gotta learn what intensity is, what rep ranges to use, how much sleep to get. I mean, don't mind the landscaping. The home has been under a bit of construction. And believe it or not, like I've been at this house for 30 years. I was born and raised in this house, so it's pretty cool to still be here after all that time. Family is a huge driving force in what I do. Everything I do in my life, I think about my family. I think about, you know, my mom and dad, when they came to this country poor, they didn't know the language, they didn't have any money, they didn't even have a jacket, you know, they found their first article of clothing in a trash can. You know, how hard they worked, 2 or 3 jobs, didn't sleep. So anytime I feel like giving up, I'm like, oh, you know what, I don't want to do this 30 minutes cardio. Oh, you know what, I don't want to eat this chicken and rice. I think about what the fuck is wrong with me? Everything they've done to overcome to give me a better life, and I'm complaining about this and that. Fuck that, you know? So my family is, number one, like a huge motivator of mine, and I always want to make them proud. And number 2, it's a big support, you know, knowing that people care about you and they love you, and to me, that means everything. This home was like a 1-story ranch. So we actually did some renovations. We put a 2nd floor on that, And we did all types of stuff, man. I went a little crazy with the chandeliers, which I love. I didn't know like I was such a fan of chandeliers until now. And check out, I got a little cat that resembles a lion. From 21, 22, 23, 24, I look fucking sick. And I would win bodybuilding shows, I would never do cardio, I would never diet. I would buy those cakes from the supermarket, I would eat half of it. And then I'd take 2 scoops of protein and drink that with half of it. I'd go work out, eat the other half of the cake with a shake, and then later in the evening, I would eat 2 pieces of grilled chicken, and then last meal before bed was like pizza or like McDonald's or Taco Bell. And I fucking had a 6-pack, and I looked sick because I would train for 2 or 3 hours a day. It's calories in, calories out. Like, you know, you're putting the fuel in your body, but you're burning up the fuel by the end of the day. Because it's their worth ethic and their performance, not just the food. Because I could eat lean all day, but if I don't work out, I'm never gonna develop muscle. You know, like the working out is the important part. We are headed to the gym. Although it's a rest day, I still like to go in and get some HIIT cardio done. I still like to go in and train some abs. And my hips have been feeling a little tight. So I'm gonna do some stretches for my hip flexors. Try to release that tension.
Every minute I'm on this motherfucking machine is a competitor that I'm passing on stage. Minute 20, I'm on 5th place. Minute 21, I climb up to 4th place. 22, 23, 24. Eventually, when I hit my goal, I'm 1st place. That's how I do cardio.
I feel my competitive nature comes from a lot of my failures, and I know how tough it is to place 2nd. I know how tough it is to place 3rd, and I never want to be in that position again. That's why when I'm in the gym, when I'm in the kitchen, when I'm doing my cardio, no matter what it is, I'm giving 120%. And that's where my competitive drive comes from, is from that pain, that failure, that anger. I know what it feels like to cry in a shower after a show and wash your tan off. I know what it feels like to plan an awesome week with your friends and family, but you didn't win the show, so now you're fucking devastated. Everyone's trying to cradle your feelings. Sometimes you get 2nd in the show, you can feel 2nd place in life, and I don't want that kind of pain.